Have you ever wondered what truly defines a good life after 65? It's not the size of your home, the number of friends you have, or how much you've saved. It's something much deeper. The quiet abilities that prove your body, mind, and spirit are still alive and thriving. As we get older, it's easy to focus on what we've lost. But today, we're turning that thought around. We're focusing on what you still have, because those abilities say more about your strength than anything else. In this video, we'll talk about 5 powerful abilities that show you're doing life right after 65. These are not talents or physical feats, they're inner strengths, daily habits and perspectives that many lose with age, but a few hold on to. If you still have these abilities, you're not just surviving, you're living proof that aging can be graceful, joyful, and full of purpose. Stay tuned until the end, because you might find that you already possess more of these abilities than you think, and if you do, take it as a sign you're doing life right, even if the world doesn't always say it out loud. Now, let's get started.
Number 1. The ability to adapt without bitterness. One of the greatest signs that you're living life right after 65 is your ability to adapt, to change, to adjust, to keep moving forward without letting bitterness take root. Many people grow older and become trapped in the past, clinging to how things used to be. But if you can still bend without breaking, accept what life brings with calm instead of anger, that's true strength. Adaptability isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about knowing that even when life shifts unexpectedly, health changes, loved ones move away, or the world feels faster than you remember, you can still find your place in it. The ability to stay flexible in mind and heart shows that your spirit is still alive and learning. Think of Barbara, a 73-year-old who lost her husband after 45 years of marriage. She could have let grief define her, but instead, she began taking long walks, joined a local art group, and learned to paint landscapes. She didn't replace her loss, she reshaped her life around it. That's what adaptability really is. It's choosing growth over regret. Psychologists say resilience and emotional flexibility are among the strongest indicators of longevity and mental well-being. When your mind stays open to new experiences, your brain forms new connections, keeping it sharp and youthful. Adaptation is exercise for the soul. It keeps you alive inside, no matter what happens outside. People who age well often share this quiet wisdom. They know that life doesn't stop changing, so they stop resisting it. They don't see aging as loss, but as evolution. They learn to laugh at small frustrations, to ask for help when they need it, and to keep exploring instead of retreating. That's how they stay young in spirit, even when their hair turns gray. So if you can still find the good in change, if you can adjust to new routines or accept life's imperfections without resentment, that means you're doing something right. Because the ones who thrive after 65 aren't those who resist aging. They're the ones who walk with it hand in hand and keep discovering new ways to live.
Number 2. The ability to stay curious. If you've reached your 60s, 70s, or even 80s, and you still find yourself wanting to learn something new, ask questions, or explore ideas that others overlook, you're living life the right way. Curiosity keeps your mind young. It's the quiet fire that pushes you to stay engaged with the world, no matter your age. When you stop being curious, life begins to shrink. But when you nurture curiosity, the world keeps expanding. It gives you reasons to wake up with purpose, to read, to create, to ask why instead of saying, I already know. That single mindset separates those who merely grow old from those who keep growing.
Think about James, a 77-year-old who had never used a computer until last year. Most people his age were intimidated by technology, but he decided to take a free digital class at his local library. At first, he struggled to type an email. Now he watches online documentaries, sends photos to his grandchildren, and even writes down his life stories in a digital journal. Learning gave him back something priceless: confidence. Curiosity works like exercise for your brain. Every new thing you learn builds connections that keep your memory strong and your thinking sharp. Studies show that seniors who stay mentally active, whether through reading, puzzles, conversations, or trying new hobbies, are far less likely to experience cognitive decline. But beyond the science, there's a joy to it. It reminds you that you're still part of the world's rhythm, still learning, still alive. When you're curious, you don't just watch life happen, you participate in it. Whether you're taking an art class, learning a new instrument, or simply reading about something unfamiliar, you're feeding your soul. That hunger for learning proves you still believe in the future, and that belief is what keeps you alive inside. Even small moments of curiosity matter. Asking a grandchild about their favorite game, learning a new word, or exploring a new walking path, each one stretches your world a little wider, and that openness radiates. People who stay curious are more interesting to talk to, more patient, and often more joyful. So if you still have the desire to explore, to question, to understand the changing world around you, take pride in that. You've kept one of the most vital human abilities alive, the hunger to grow. It's not just a sign of intelligence, it's a sign of life well lived. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, the ability to forgive and let go. As the years pass, one of the hardest but most freeing abilities a person can hold on to is forgiveness. The ability to release anger, regret, and disappointment. Many people carry the weight of old wounds for decades, and it quietly steals their peace. But if you've reached your 60s, 70s, or 80s and can look back on life without bitterness, if you can see both the good and the bad with calm acceptance, you've mastered one of the deepest forms of wisdom. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting what happened or pretending it didn't hurt. It means deciding that your peace of mind is worth more than reliving old pain. When you forgive others or yourself, you reclaim control over your heart. You stop letting the past dictate how you feel today. Think about Eleanor, a 69-year-old who spent years angry at her brother over an inheritance dispute. For a long time, she couldn't speak his name without resentment. But one day, she realized the anger was exhausting her more than the memory itself. So she wrote him a letter, not to rekindle the relationship, but to release herself. Whether he replied or not didn't matter. What mattered was that she was free again. Holding on to anger ages you faster than time ever could. It drains your energy, clouds your thoughts, and locks you in a story that no longer serves you. But forgiveness softens you without making you weak. It clears space for joy, gratitude, and new beginnings. It allows your heart to stay light, your smile to come easily, and your nights to be restful. Even forgiving yourself is a mark of strength. Many older adults quietly carry guilt, mistakes in parenting, missed opportunities, words said in anger. But self-forgiveness is the bridge between the life you've lived and the peace you still deserve. You've done your best with what you knew at the time, and realizing that brings compassion, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. Scientists have found that forgiveness actually benefits physical health too. It lowers stress, reduces blood pressure, and improves sleep quality. But perhaps the greatest benefit is emotional clarity. Once you let go of resentment, you begin to notice beauty again, in people, in memories, and even in the simple moments that fill your day. Forgiveness doesn't happen in a single moment. It's a practice, a decision you renew every time those old feelings rise up. And over time, it reshapes you from within. You start to see the past not as a burden, but as a teacher. Every pain you've endured becomes proof of your endurance, not evidence of your loss. If you can still forgive easily, if you can let go of what you cannot change and find peace with what remains, you've already won one of life's hardest battles. Because forgiveness doesn't just set others free, it sets you free too. It means your heart is still open, your spirit still soft, and your soul still capable of love.
Number 4, the ability to find joy in ordinary days. After 65, one of the most powerful signs that you're doing life right is your ability to find joy in small, ordinary moments. When you can wake up, pour a cup of coffee, look out the window, and feel grateful to still be here, that's not something small. That's wisdom earned through decades of living. Many people chase big achievements or grand excitement, but real happiness in later life often hides in simplicity. Finding joy in the ordinary doesn't mean your life is perfect or that you ignore challenges. It means you've learned how to see beauty where others see routine. The morning sunlight on your table, the sound of rain, the laughter of a grandchild, a good meal cooked slowly. These are not insignificant things. They are the quiet treasures that make life whole. People who master this ability have something remarkable in common. They've stopped comparing. They no longer measure their days by how much they achieve, but by how deeply they feel. That shift from ambition to appreciation is what brings peace. You realize you don't need more to be content. You just need to notice what's already around you. Think about Harold, an 81-year-old who spends most of his time tending a small garden behind his house. Every morning, he waters the plants, talks to them as if they're old friends, and feels joy watching them grow. It's not about the plants, it's about the ritual, the peace it gives him, the sense of connection to life itself. That simple daily act keeps him grounded and content. Joy in simplicity is not something that happens by accident. It's a skill you develop by slowing down, by paying attention, by letting go of constant expectation. When you stop chasing happiness and start noticing it, you realize it's been there all along. Psychologists call this the gratitude shift, the point in life where appreciation becomes the foundation of emotional health. Seniors who regularly express gratitude tend to experience lower stress levels, better sleep, and stronger social connections. But beyond research, it's something you can feel. Gratitude softens your perspective. It makes you kinder, more patient, and more connected to others. This ability also protects you from loneliness. Even when you spend time alone, you don't feel empty. You begin to find companionship in the world itself, in memories, in small routines, in the quiet rhythm of your own breath. That's when solitude transforms from isolation into peace. So if you can still find joy in an ordinary day, if you can smile while washing dishes, enjoy a walk without rushing, or feel thankful for one more sunrise, you've already achieved something extraordinary. You've learned how to live, not just exist, because the people who know how to see beauty in simplicity never truly grow old. They grow peaceful. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
Number 5. The ability to love without condition. If you're between 65 and 85, and you still have the ability to love freely, without judgment, expectation, or bitterness, then you're doing life right. Because at this stage, love becomes less about romance or obligation and more about understanding, empathy, and presence. It's the quiet, patient kind of love that asks for nothing in return, the kind that listens more than it speaks, that gives without keeping score. Many people reach older age and close their hearts out of fear of loss, disappointment, or rejection. But if your heart is still open, still willing to care, you've achieved something most people spend a lifetime trying to find. Love in its purest form isn't about youth or energy. It's about attention. It's sitting with someone and truly being there. It's showing kindness to strangers. It's forgiving faster, hugging longer, and speaking gently even when you don't have to. Think about Ruth, an 82-year-old widow who volunteers twice a week at a local community center. She says that helping others fills her heart in a way nothing else does. She lost her husband years ago, but instead of letting loneliness harden her, she decided to keep giving love wherever she could. Love doesn't disappear when people do, she once said. It changes shape. That wisdom sums up what love after 65 really is. It's softer, steadier, and infinitely more powerful. The ability to love unconditionally also changes how you see the world. You stop dividing people into good or bad and start understanding that everyone is just trying to do their best with what they have. You start to see pain behind anger, fear behind criticism, and sadness behind distance. That understanding doesn't make you naive, it makes you compassionate. And here's something science confirms. Seniors who maintain close emotional connections, whether with friends, family, or even pets, tend to live longer, heal faster, and experience lower rates of depression. Love in its simplest form is medicine for the soul. It calms the nervous system, boosts immunity, and brings meaning to your days. But more than that, it gives you a reason to keep showing up for life. When you love freely, you stop trying to control others or change them. You learn to accept life as it comes, and people as they are. That acceptance is not weakness, it's peace. It means you finally understood what life was always trying to teach you, that love is not something you receive, but something you become. So if at this age your heart still knows how to care, to forgive, to show kindness, and to give warmth without expecting anything back, you've done something truly right. You've learned what matters most. You've discovered that the secret to happiness at any age isn't wealth or youth. It's love that doesn't run out. And that is the purest sign that you're living life exactly as it's meant to be lived. Final thoughts as we reflect on these 5 abilities: adaptability, curiosity, forgiveness, gratitude, and unconditional love. Take a moment to notice which ones you still carry with you today. Maybe you've learned to adjust to life's changes with calm, or perhaps your curiosity still pushes you to learn something new every day. These are not small things. They are the foundation of a life lived with meaning and grace. Aging is not about losing your abilities. It's about recognizing which ones truly matter. If you still have these 5, then you've done something most people never master. You've learned how to live well even when life no longer looks like it used to. You've chosen growth over regret, peace over resentment, and love over fear. That's what it means to be alive in the truest sense. So take pride in where you are. You've walked through storms, adapted to change, found joy in simplicity, and kept your heart open. Those are not signs of getting old. They are signs of getting wise. And that wisdom is something the world desperately needs more of. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.